Gen Y, Gen X, Millennials, Generation Me, Generation Internet. You know who you are. You've been crushed, hit hard by this economy.
So if you're dealing with college debt, maybe you're even trying to move out of your parents' house or start a new business. Look, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to be able to produce and to get people to pay you what you're worth.
I'm fighting for your generation. I'm not counting you out. I believe in you. We're here to give young hustlers the advice and tools they need to succeed in the 21st century. Hey. Young hustlers.
Young hustlers in the house.
Young hustlers. You know, I see if you got 20, we got plenty. We want to bring you some game here. This is at Jarrod Glandt to my right, to your left if you're watching the show from your phone, telephonic. Even if you're Hispanic, you got a telephonic. I'm into the rap mood today. I'll tell you why here in a second. My name's Grant Cardone on Twitter. I'm at Grant Cardone. Appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you being in. I got some big news for young hustlers today.
Big news, huge.
It's gigantic. The way my boy Kanye says, ridiculous.
Ridiculous, eh?
It's so ridiculous. You in the young hustler zone at grantcardone.com/young hustlers every Thursday at 1 o'clock, baby.
We're getting consistent. We
20?
landed on a day.
You got 20? What we got?
What we got? We got plenty.
We got plenty. Okay, check it out. Okay, my clout score has blown up because of you Gen Ys, Gen Xs, new millennials, internet freakos, social media savvies. You 18 to 32, my damn clout score has blown up 81 points. It is now higher than my college grades. That's right. Okay, check it out. What we're talking about today is I'm moving to serial mode.
Time to get real.
I'm Cheerio serious. CNBC says this week the millennials, as they hit 30, it's the economy. It's not us. Okay, CNBC reports millennials' problems, debt, income, flat wages, can't save enough, can't make enough, don't know what to do. The world seems to hate you, talking about you, ridiculing on you. Says it is about the economy. It's not about millennials. Check it out. People entering their late 20s and early 30s are having a harder time getting settled into careers, marriage, and parenthood. Now, I had a bunch of millennials sitting in our office watching this video I'm going to share with you in a second. And they literally, one by one, were saying, as this woman talks, no, that's not me. I was watching CNBC this morning, and they said the average car buyer in America puts $2,000 to $7,000 down to buy a car today.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, I cannot believe the misinformation you're giving people. Okay, I have lots of friends that are car dealers. Trust me, if you're a car dealer, tweet me right now. Is your average buyer putting down $2,000 to $7,000? I don't care what they're buying.
No. Definitely not.
Do you want to show them what you're smoking in between breaks, man? This is a millennial right here. This is a millennial. Look at that. Now, I'm advising everyone that's watching that to not let that be your role model. Let Jarrod be your role model on a lot of things, but not that particular thing, okay? Turning 30 used to mean you're hitting your stride as an official adult, but for many of the country's millennials, it feels like being stuck in this perpetual late adolescence. Marriage is eluding you. Children, not anytime soon. Jarrod, are you having children anytime soon?
I'd like to.
Do you? As soon as you find the right chick. This is what CNBC is saying. If you're between 18 and 30, you're not even thinking about kids because you don't have the money. Let me tell you something, dude. When you stick Winky into Walker and out comes Wanker, okay, then you're having a baby, okay? You're going to have a baby. Look, my parents didn't have any money when they had kids. I know you might not be planning it, but if you're planning on having sex, you could have a baby. Children, not anytime soon. Look, most millennials have some sort of job, but many careers seem unattainable. A home of their own, no interest in it. When we come back from break, I want to share this video with you, and I want your tweets at Grant Cardone, at Jarrod Glandt, hashtag Young Hustlers with an S. Stay with me, man. I want to tell you how to break out. That's what we're covering today. The breakout for millennials. Be great. Nothing else pays you.
Boom.
Grant Cardone saved my business.
About 6 months ago, I found Grant Cardone on YouTube, and I instantly liked what he was saying. I wanted to know how to go out and get the sale. I wanted to know when I wanted money, how to turn the faucet on and get money. I call that money on tap, and Grant Cardone taught me how to get that stuff.
Whatever it takes, do what you gotta do, go get it, what you want in your business and in your life.
I need a new guru, somebody who's really up to date and modern, and that's when I found Grant Cardone, and that's when I found 10X.
Look, massive, 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 massive action.
What are you waiting for? You're either gonna have more or you're gonna have less. Make the decision, get committed, read the books, get to the seminars, take action.
If you're trying to build a massive brand, I think there's nobody better in the country than Grant Cardone.
Whatever you want, you got to commit all the way in and think in terms of domination, not a spectator. You don't want to be a spectator, folks. Spectators pay, players get paid. There's not a second, a third, a fourth, or a fifth. It's just first or nothing. Improvements in products comes from competition. But if you're the one playing the game, you want to dominate the field.
Your power base is your lifeblood. It's everyone that you know. And it starts very small. It starts in your immediate circle and branches out from there.
People underestimate this all the time. In this book, Grant tells you who your power base is, how you contact them, in what order, and exactly what you do.
Now, how do you do that in your business? Follow-up, emails, phone calls, persistence, personal visits. Dominate your buyer's thinking.
Look, so if you want to learn how to outwork the competition with effective strategies, got to get If You're Not First, You're Last. Grant covers exact strategies on what you need to do so that you can actually push, advance, and dominate your marketplace.
Hey, Grant Cardone back with Jarrod Glandt at Jarrod Glandt. We're on Twitter. You can follow us. You can find us. You can tweet us. Other people are right now. Ingrid Coulon. Is it Coulon?
I think it's Cologne.
Cologne. Dan Donovan. No way. He says no way is the average down payment $2,000 to $7,000 down at a car dealership. Natasha Brooks. Regardless of how you define success, this book will show you how to attain it.
What book is that? What book?
10X.
Oh, come on, man.
Here is Earl Brown. He's a new millennial. Earl Brown at Earl Brown Car Guy says, I'm turning it up 10X, starting a 10X club in March in Vegas. Young Hustlers Rock, says Nicole Stewart. We got Matthew Duke on. We got Michael Carrillo, Lisa Concepcion, Jeff Glacken. Okay, hit us up on Twitter with your question. What we're talking about today is that you're being told, you're being hypnotized that because you're a millennial, the economy is your problem. We were talking about victims on the break, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal, folks. It's not the lousy economy, okay? Don't buy into this falsehood. It's not the economy, and it's not your age group. You guys don't have a problem. You guys are brilliant, all right? And what it is, though, is you need a new strategy. This man's got a new strategy. He's working a strategy, and many of the pieces he's doing we'll talk about today in the show, but you don't even see. But he's doing exactly what it takes, including some investments he's starting to make to get him multiple flows of income he's very excited about. So here's how you break out. The steps to breaking out. First person to tweet us, I'm going to send you a free gift. The way to break out, number one, you have to be great at whatever you're doing. You're not going to break out and go get a new gig until you figure out how to get to be a standout in the gig you might even hate.
And particularly when you have so much bad stigmas being talked about. I mean,
it's easier for you guys,
dude. When everybody said, every
right.
time you turn around, they're like, "Oh, millennials, they suck, they're bad, they're lazy, they don't want to be independent, they're on this slow boat.
They can only
30.
text, they can't look at you, they can't talk to
Dude,
people.
You got to combat that with something.
Work.
You've got to come.
You got to
back.
bring it, baby. You got to bring it.
You
got to look different, act different, walk different, talk different. You got to be. Oh my God, he's different. Oh my God, if your generation was like you,
would you hire the guy where you're like, man, he was really average. That was such an average
he
interview.
reminds me of all the other ones. So number one, you got to get great. If you want to break out, if you want to bust out, if you want to be a superstar, if you want to be paid like a baller, not just pretend like one. Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about right now. There's some pretenders out there. Number two, look, you got to take more risk. You have to take more risk. Now, everything that's going on around you is an indication not to take risk. It is a mistake. You have to take risk. Do you want to tell them about the risk that you took to come work with me?
Yeah, I mean, I took a couple risks.
You got a nice mic there. I got you a nice mic, huh?
I'm graduating.
Okay.
Graduating. Again, for those of you who don't know the story, I mean, I moved from Austin, Texas to L.A. to work for Grant. Then I moved from L.A. to Miami to continue my career with Grant. And what was easy for me was understanding that was my opportunity because I saw potential. And even though I wasn't getting paid a lot of money,
hey, you were being paid less than Paulie and Robert.
I was the lowest paid person in the company, but I saw the opportunity. And I think that's what a lot of millennials miss is, hey, look, maybe I got to start at the bottom. Maybe I got to do something.
Started
that
at the
isn't
bottom now
desirable.
here.
But the opportunity is what you're
Take
buying
a risk,
into.
man. Take a risk. Do the scary things, not the safe things. Movies, clubbing, games, safe, buddies, friends, having the dog. Look, nobody needs a dog. You a young guy wants to be a baller. You don't need a freaking Labrador. Okay, you don't.
But it makes me look tough. A
pit
bull makes me look tough.
Yeah. It's good, man. Look, you don't even need to be out hunting the ladies right now. You need to be out hunting paper. You need to be a paper shredder. Killer.
My one of my biggest risks was sleeping on an air mattress. You can't.
Yeah, because you don't want to spend the money. Number three, you got to find the right vehicle. Now, some of you know I came from the automobile business. Don't hold that against me. Find the right vehicle. When we come back from break, we're going to talk about what does that mean.
Really important here.
What is the right vehicle? Okay, you want to be in a race car? Do you want to be in a jet? Do you want to be in a little Civic?
All the talent in the wrong vehicle will not get you anywhere.
All the talent and all the hard work, all the great ideas in the wrong vehicle, wrong boss, wrong product, wrong future. Won't
break
get you
out.
there. Stay
Break
with
out.
me. This is Grant Cardone on Twitter at Jarrod Glandt. You're young hustling today. I wanted to basically be able to provide a product where I could coach people before, during, and after the sale. And the mobile is the only thing that allows me to do that, so that Grant Cardone is accessible to the professional salesperson that wants to become better. Close the Sale app guarantees to make you a master negotiator and closer because it handles every situation you will face. Close the Sale app is geared to all professional salespeople, all new salespeople, all veteran and highly experienced salespeople. The most unique feature about this app is the multitude of closes that are designed to fit different personalities and different situations. I am going to give you the words, the tools, and the exact strategy to take, and you're going to fit your personality in that situation, and you're going to close the deal. Okay, Grant Cardone here on Young Hustlers every Thursday afternoon, 1 p.m. Hashtag Young Hustlers, at Jarrod Glandt, at Grant Cardone. Look, we want you to follow us, man. We want to help you. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd love to see your comments about each specific show.
And we want to know what you want to hear about.
Yeah, dude, and you can call in 305. We got Jarrod on phone right now, another Jarrod, 305-865-5260, 305-865-5260. Now, a number of people are telling me, look, Grant, here's the 3 steps, but there's 4. I want to play you a video first, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you the 4th. Right now, you got to be great. You got to take more risks. You have to be in the right vehicle. There's a 4th one, but I want to play the video from CNBC. Hit it, Robert.
One thing that really touched me and moved me about the millennials that I spoke with is that they really want the same things as their parents and grandparents. You know, they want to buy a house, they want to have children, they want to get married, and they really want a stable job and a good career. And those things are just getting delayed. They aren't getting that good job at age 23. Maybe it's not going to happen to them until age 27 or age 30. And that's really delaying everything, and it's meaning that their life dream, their American dream, is happening later. A lot of people have this stereotype that millennials are lazy and self-involved and they're not getting a good start in life because they're just not doing it. And a lot of millennials I talked to, they weren't whiny at all. What they were saying is, hey, you know what? We have come of age in the worst economy since the Great Depression, and it's been really hard, and we've been trying as hard as we can to get where we need to be in this economy. But one of the things that economists are increasingly looking at is household formation. So fewer millennials are starting their own house, whether they're buying or renting. Maybe they're living with their parents.
Cut, white girl.
Cut out the bullshit.
Okay, white girl, white. I mean, I'm not a hater, okay? But I got to tell you something. She made me sick.
Hate.
Dude, it's just all wrong, okay? She like what was it, the Pillsbury Doughboy? That had to be his sister. Her had to be her sister. Jarrod's on the phone. Jarrod from Ohio, bro. Thank you for calling in. Thanks for being on Young Hustlers. Dude, what did you think about the white dough chick?
Grant Cardone. What chick?
The white doughy chick.
You watching the show or are you listening to the show?
I'm listening. I'm on the phone calling you, my man.
So you didn't see the. What did you think about the lady that was on CNBC that we were just playing that clip from?
I mean, I don't know. I think that she's obviously got a.
She don't know nothing.
She ain't even a millennial.
Yeah, it's hard to say, Grant. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because people.
It's not
get
hard
so
to say.
offended.
I'm saying it right now. Chick is freaking spazzola.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. People get so offended. Easy. And actually, that was my question for you, Grant. First, I want to thank you for calling in, Jarrod. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
I came over, listened to 10X. Jarrod was good enough to give me a copy. I'm listening through.
You gave him a copy?
Oh, no.
I bought a copy. Gave me a copy.
Okay. You made an investment. You made an investment of what, $30 or something?
Jared made the executive decision to go on a risk and give a guy a copy. I'm listening through, Grant, and I'm just instantly gripped. It's gripping material.
You're really, it's gripping you. The material is gripping.
Maybe you could send me the $30 for that.
Dude, that's masturbation. That's not reading, okay? That's a different thing.
It's gripping because you use really harsh language, Grant. That's refreshing. That's refreshing. That you say stuff like bondage. Like these people are in bondage. You're in bondage.
You're in bondage, man.
And I agree. No, really, and I agree.
Chains.
You'll say stuff like you'll use just hear me out. You'll say things like the weak. Or
you're listening, Jarrod. You're listening to the audio program, right?
I'm listening to the audio 10X, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It's the most refreshing stuff. It's on point. It's completely on point, and I completely relate to you as someone trying to slap out of this 9-to-5 routine. Someone trying to make a dream come true. My question for you, Grant.
Yeah.
How many times do you have to ignore a comment on a day-to-day basis, if any, that you're too harsh, man? That you need to turn it down. That you're going to offend some people? Because I mean. The stuff you say is revolutionary, but I don't know that everybody wants to hear it. And I guess,
dude, brother Jarrod, that's a great question, man. The question from Jarrod in Ohio is how often, how many times a day he's interested. How much hate do I get every day? And I don't know. We get a lot, right?
Yeah, on a pretty regular basis.
I'm
the one that typically feels.
Yeah, we love it, dude. I mean, the more you get, the better. Yeah, you get all the heat. The more you get, the better it is. I mean, I see it show up in Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn. Yeah. I posted something the other day. We dropped a video that got some response, and literally the video wasn't even up 45 seconds, and we already had 2 dislikes. Now, who would watch?
Yeah. Well, I know you said the important thing is because it's Jericho. By the way, you've hurt my feelings, Dan. Jericho.
Oh, Jericho. This is Jericho.
Oh, dude, is this Jericho that made the music?
some music.
Yeah, man.
Oh, bro, you weren't supposed to call in this soon. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so don't talk to me.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Listen, Jericho, hush. No, play it.
Never repeat the past, cause if you ain't first, frankly you're last. So call me up, baby, I can call a favor. They running Miami like they was running for mayor. If you're not gonna use it, why have it?
If
you don't wanna know it, don't ask it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So just so you guys know, just so you know a little bit of background
Play
here.
the beginning though. Wait a minute, Jarrod.
Go to like second, like
yeah,
35,
right from the beginning where my name comes in.
35 seconds.
Yeah, 35.
I didn't know this was Jericho, man.
Jericho, my man.
I hustle hard, better up. We next, Grant Cardone, he coined a phrase. 10X, I'm burning up like there's no AC. Look at me meeting up with GC and JG.
Come on, man.
Hey, Jericho, dude. I got to tell you, bro. Let me tell you something. This is Jericho. Here's his CD. I did not know this was you because these guys, Paulie and Robert, wrote it. It was Jarrod from Ohio.
I was like, man.
Okay. Here he is right here. Here's his CD. What's the name of the CD? It says,
I'll take it from here, man.
I'll take it from here. Dude, I love that, okay?
So, like, let's talk about a musician first because
wait a minute. Can I just tell you how important this is? This guy made my freaking month, okay?
Let's hear about it.
Look, I've had 3 dreams. I told my wife this just 20 minutes ago, and she was like, wow, I can't believe that. I want it. Nobody knows this. I've never shared this with anybody. You might know.
Young Hustlers exclusive.
Young Hustlers exclusive, okay? Jericho, dude, you're the man, okay? So, number one, I've had this dream since the Turnaround King that I would have my face on a bus.
Okay.
That came true this year because there was a group we work with in Mexico, Monterrey, Mexico, and my friend Don Julio.
They sent us a nice bottle of tequila.
And I wanted to be on a bus. I wanted to be on a billboard. I hit a billboard this year, and I've always, Jericho, always wanted my name mentioned in a rap song, dude.
Seriously.
Well, I mentioned the name, and then we got the initial. So it's like a
dude, you got Grant Cardone, you got GC, you
whatever
got the
it takes,
first or last.
Miami.
Bro, I love you, bro. I love you, dude. We're going to play your music. We're going to be talking about you. I might actually get you to sign off that I can use your music as an intro to the show.
Absolutely.
How old are you, man?
Absolutely. 25, man.
25 years old.
How many times do you hear no in the music business?
It's been more no's than obviously yeses thus far.
And you know what we talk to people about is regardless if it's bad news about millennials, regardless if it's rejection in a sales situation, you've got to do something on a daily basis to counter that. If all you're getting in is negativity and rejection, you've got to do something that keeps you motivated and excited, whether that's rewriting down your goals, whether that's getting focused on the bigger purpose, on moving your ass down to Miami or whatever. To do it on your own. You know, you got to keep yourself excited and keep yourself motivated.
That's where if you look at the disc, Grant, that's where that you see AOA all over there. AOA mindset. Action over act. And this is what really turned me on to 10X, Grant, because it was like I'm listening to like an established businessman say shit that I know, like I've never spoke out.
Jericho, hang tight. Jericho, hang tight 1 second. We're gonna go to a break real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna pick up where we left off. All
Young
right?
Hustlers. Hashtag Young Hustlers. Grant Cardone and Jarrod Glandt.
Hey, Grant Cardone here, and by this time you've probably heard the news. Yeah, it's true. What you've heard is true. I definitely did go too far. My attorneys have told me to, kind of be careful about making this video, but I do want to take the time to apologize to you, to my fans. I especially want to apologize to my family, my 2 little daughters. I hope when they grow up they're able to understand this. Apologize to my wife. All of you that follow me on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, you guys that have supported me for years, I apologize. I know that I went too far. I know that I did too much. I take full responsibility for it. And while I regret it, okay, like the rants, okay, look, I knew I was getting carried away last year with the rants. We did 150 rants. Some of them were over the top. The 23,000 tweets, dude, it was a lot of tweets. It was crazy. Some of them were just way over the top. The Santa tweet, my staff took it down. It was so over the top. The Miley Cyrus tweets, the tweets to Obama and to the governor of California. Okay, the Chris Christie tweets, the Sears tweet, the Macy's, the Penny's, the retail tweets, okay? It was insane, man. So while I regret offending anyone that follows me, dude, if that offended you, wait and see what I do this year. It's gonna be freaking over the top crazy, okay? It's gonna be arrest level crazy on Twitter. You gotta follow me on Twitter, because this year I promise you at least 30,000 tweets over the next 12 months that will inspire you, will motivate you, and will show you how to take you, your business, and your family to another level, baby. I'm taking Twitter to jail. The win, W-I-N, is critical to survival in life. The truth is, your money is in closing a deal.
So first and foremost, you have to understand that the close is truly for the customer. As a salesperson, your job isn't complete until your customer has taken delivery of your product or service. So if somebody comes to me and they have a need that my product can fulfill, it will be unethical for me not to insist that they do business with me today.
Closing to me is ensuring I provide a service to my client.
You don't actually provide a service to your customer until you close them.
What you need to know today about this marketplace, about your customer, is the close is everything today. How do I push through resistance? How do I push through the consumer's fear? How do I get them that close and then push them over the edge so we can truly be of service to people?
It is your duty, it's your obligation to ask people to do business with you. If you're not doing that, you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunity.
Selling is one thing, closing a transaction is something completely different.
Okay, hey, you're back on Young Hustlers. Thanks for tuning in.
This is Grant Cardone.
This is Jarrod Glandt. Okay, you're on Young Hustlers. We got some echoing things happening. We just had Jericho sent me a CD. You heard the tune, dude. It was hot. I loved it.
I'll take it from here.
We're gonna try to play it. We're gonna try to play it on the way out today, so you can see the whole thing, hear the whole thing. We're talking about the 4 things you need to do to break out. Okay.
Number one,
get great at whatever you're doing now. I don't care whether
no
it's bagging
money
groceries.
in average, nothing.
You're washing cars, man. You're doing some social media thing for some company. You just came on. Ingrid just moved from Tampa down here, and she's doing some things she doesn't want to do. Get great at it.
At relationships, at working out, at being healthy, everything.
Yeah. And
it's got to be a discipline you build across the board.
On top of that, figure out how to bring revenue into the company. Nothing gets a company attention more than bone, paper, dough, digits.
Put that money in my hand.
Number two, take more risk. Now, my PR person, Lisa, here that came in here, she told me on the break, Grant, don't talk about dough girls, Miss Pillsbury. The women are going to hate you. Look, you got to take some risk somewhere, okay? Otherwise, nobody's going to hear you. Nobody's going to know you. You got to decide who you are. Now, the way I approach this, I figure, and Jericho asked this, man, do you get a lot of hate? Look, I got this much time left in my life as this name, as this personality. I'm going for it. I can correct myself. Yeah. Okay. I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm looking to be productive. I'm looking to get attention. You got to take some risk. Okay. So I want you to knock off the movies, the club, and the games. I've even been told not to say that because it's so unpopular to tell people, dude, quit screwing around. But if you look at hitters, the guys that are making it, dude, they are laser focused for some period of time until they get enough admiration from the marketplace. They appear to be better than their peers. They're starting to take some risks. Number 3, find the right vehicle. Jarrod did by finding me. I didn't find him. He found me. And he got over here. There's a guy hit a buddy of mine called me last night and said, hey, I'd like my son's going to get an internship. The guy's from North Carolina. My son's going to get an internship. And he says, well, Holton, can I tell you what I would do? And the kid said, yeah, sure, Dad. What would you do? He's like, I would go get an internship with Grant Cardone. do whatever it takes to go work at his company, to be around the surroundings. You're going to learn more in business there than you're going to learn in college. Now, Holden gets my cell number. Hey, what was that? Scared. Shit. And what does he do? He texts me, Mr. Cardone, I'd like to come internship. I don't respond to it right away. 24 hours goes by. His dad calls. I'm like, dude, the kid's got to follow up, bro. Then when I do follow him up and say, yeah, man, you can send us some stuff, talk to Sherry at my office, he texts me back and says, what's the phone number? I'm like, hey, Itch Bay.
Google it.
Okay, you can't find my phone number?
Man.
Come on, man. Take some risks. Be great. Take some risks. Number 3, find the right vehicle. Number 4, for all of you that have already posted the top 3, you were had a little premature.
Posting. Premature posting.
Oops. Number 4, you need to join groups, man. You got to get involved with groups that are making moves. You need to hang around, not just your work. You need to go get in some other groups. If that's church for you, if it's a multi-level marketing company, if it's a mastermind group, it's a 10X group, dude, you got to get in some groups where guys are thinking it out.
There's power.
Power, baby.
Group,
power.
Find the power.
Now, Jarrod, how are you doing some of this in your life?
Well, first of all, I think that the role model that successful people set, I think that all successful people have common denominators. And if you can go out and you can identify what those are and then try to replicate those in your life, I think that first of all is a really good thing to do. We just talked about it the other day in the office, about tying into the whole get great at what you do thing. I mean, you got to get so committed to what you do that, I'm 30 years old, and when I go home at night, I got homework every night.
Oh, dude, the guy's hungrier today than he was 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and last year.
So it's something that you just have to keep reaching for, because as you grow, your potential grows. And as your potential grows, everything starts getting juicy.
Yeah. And the right vehicle, finding the right vehicle is finding some product or service that you love, and also be in an environment where God doesn't mind you making a lot of money because you...
Totally. I mean, I worked for a big billion-dollar company.
$1 billion.
And I was the youngest rep in the company. The longer, the more successful I was with them, I kept getting penalized. I'd blow the territory up, and then they'd redeploy the territory, and I'd take about a 50% cut in pay. And I was just like, that it's a waste of my energy. I was penalized for production instead of rewarded for it.
Yeah. So last week, Cuba sent us this drink. I'm showing it on the show today. They took a risk. Some guy invested some money.
Coffee packs.
We had, what's the name of this group again? Gertis sent it to me. Man, who knows the name of the group of the coffee they sent me? Man, that's a damn shame.
Organo Gold.
No, it's not Organo Gold.
Yeah, oregano.
Julio sent us some. Look what I'm showing today. I'm not being paid to do this. It's going to happen one day, but I'm not. Julio 42 sent me some goodies. Jericho. Dude, man, I can't wait to hear this song on the way.
Dude, it's good. I listened to the album. It's good. Good lyrics. It's actually good music. It's hard to find good music today. This is good hip hop music right here.
What does it say? I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
You know why? Because
my song, the song that I mentioned in, what's the name of that?
It's Pardon My Tone.
Bro, Brother Jericho, why didn't you call it like Whatever It Takes or 10X or Grant Cardone?
Pardon my tone if I'm all up in your face.
All right, I got Mike from Massachusetts. What's up, Michael?
Mike from Mass.
Mike.
What's going on, boys?
What's going on, brother?
All right, so I'm 33, so I think I'm a little out of the millennial, but I got a question for you. I'm trying to get a drip going, and I got an idea, and what I want to do is there's somebody out there that's using an app that's very similar to what I want to do, and I want to know about licensing. I think you guys do some licensing. How should I approach it? That sort of thing.
Well, hey, I'm no legal professional, but I think that just because somebody's doing something doesn't mean you can't do it better. I think that, when I was in school, one of the things that I do remember paying attention to was the fact that you don't always have to create a company that has a specific product or service. You don't have to be the creator. You can help actually enhance it or make it better or create something else that's even better. And a lot of people do that with like, for example, a lot of the companies started building electric cars, and then Tesla comes along and says, hey, we got a better way of doing it. So if you're looking to license
and then you got to
go
fast, dude. You got to go fast to the marketplace. I mean, a lot of technology out there can't actually be protected, but you're going to have to go to the marketplace fast. You're going to have to take a bunch of risks. You're going to have to crush, push, shove. I mean, it's going to be ugly. You want to show them the image we put up? Because look, just because a lot of people don't make it, because more people don't make it than do, this says just because most people don't make it doesn't mean you can't. can. Now, we did this image today, and I told Polly did a great job. Let's give him a big hand, huh? Oh, by the way, it's Polly's birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Polly
what's
P.
What's your Twitter handle, bro?
At Pixel
Pimp Polly.
At Pixel Pimp Polly. Okay, Mike, what's yours, Mike?
At Kelly Mike.
At Kelly Mike. Mike K.
Okay, a man
Mike
with two first
K.
names. They just backwards.
But I think you got it's a little bit different. They're using the app in a different application, so my application's different. So
Okay.
that's why I wanted to reach out to them and say, hey, listen,
you just got to find out.
what you guys are doing to do this and enter into a licensing, some sort of licensing deal with them.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the exact answer for your question about how to mechanically do it. I know it's been done. I would just look at, how do you who can get that product to the marketplace? Forget what you make out of the deal. How can you go grab somebody that, like, it's the right vehicle again? It's back to the right vehicle. Have you created a great app? Is it created? Is it ready to go?
No. Just the concept is done now. But I need the app in order to sell the product.
Yeah. So
you're talking about integrating. You're talking about integrating somebody's piece of technology into what you're going to create.
You got it.
You got to just call them and ask them and have them sign an NDA and make sure you're protected on your end, I guess.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guys they'll sign the NDA, but they won't agree not to compete. So, you're going to have to take some risks. Step 2, take some risks. Number 3, find the right vehicle. You're going to have to find the right partnership, yours, theirs, somebody's. And then you got to be, right now, you should be insatiating yourself, swimming in Kool-Aid of content of people building apps. How are they getting to the marketplace? What are they doing? And know everything about the game. Thanks for calling in, Mike. I hope that helped.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
So the 4 steps, what are they? Jarrod.
Be great.
Number 2, take more risks. Jarrod.
Number 3, find the right vehicle.
Number 4, baby, you got to get around some players. You got to get around some hitters. You got to leave these average people alone, because most people don't make it because they're not willing to grab that. They're not willing to bleed. They're not willing to tattoo whatever it takes.
It's funny because you truly are a product of your environment. Your parents always tell you that when you're growing up. But if you're around hungry, motivated people that are, I love my man Sergio Bruna. Man, guy, he's always looking for something else, and he wants to do something big. And Grant is one of my best friends as well as my boss. But I like being around him because we're like-minded. We're always thinking about how big something can be. And most of the people in my immediate circle of friends are people that are thinking, hey, how can we be big? How can we be better?
Well, Matthew Duke right now, the Duke GMC, how do you start grassroots in a small town to network? I would start at a local breakfast place. Every morning, I have this in my $250,000 schedule.
Google Plus, maybe?
If you're not first or last.
That might give you access to, I don't know.
But even more basic than that. I talk about this in If You're Not First or Last, a little technique of just going to the same breakfast joint every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. By Friday, they're going to know your name. They're going to be like, oh, he's for real. Mm-hmm. He's coming back. Then you're going to start meeting the people there. That's how you start something grassroots. Be dependable. Be great. Be the guy showing
consistent,
up.
Yeah,
exactly. We got Joseph Jareski says, get great at what you're doing. Take risks. Find the right vehicle. And be around greatness. I think he's the first one that actually posted this correctly.
Oh, he
Ryan
retweeted
Phillips.
You. That's why.
Little Phil says his Twitter handle, Jericho Foster. Website is AOA Click. CLIQUE.com. Robert and I are his managers. My man.
At Jericho
Robert
Foster.
Stewart is the manager of Jericho. I got Brandon from Arkansas. What's up, bro?
What up, Mr. G? What up, Jay?
What up, B?
This is Brandon Bruning at Brandon Bruning on Twitter. That is at BRANDONBRUNING. Hashtag follow me, Jarrod Glandt. I'm ready to break out, man.
You ready to break out, bro? So what have you gotten from the show today? Which one of these 4 points do you need to work on?
I think everybody always needs to keep working on everything.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about everybody.
I think for me, it's just kind of getting on the right vehicle, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just trying to get with the right people. They're going to push me forward and everything like that.
And hey, dude, the right people might not be in Arkansas.
Oh, I know that. I know that's for real.
Jarrod had to move.
Bill Clinton was in Arkansas.
How many times you moved with me now? 3 times? This is the third time, right?
3 times.
I got so many people. Man, if you had an office in Cleveland, I'd be there. If you had an
office in Philadelphia,
I'd be there.
I would too.
How many times have we heard that?
The best thing is when he posts a an ad saying, "Hey, look, we're looking for great people in Miami," and they put their number in and they say, "Hey, Grant, call me."
Dude, I got it.
Immediately disqualify
Do you have
yourself.
the Cardone acquisition image? I know you have it. Look, when I was 33 years old, I had already made some money, okay? I was out pushing and shoving, and I wanted to start buying real estate. And when I went to my family and said, I want to start buying real estate, they were like, oh, don't do that, okay? I've done $350 million in transactions, and I'm just warming up. I'm just warming up, okay? I'm just warming up. And when I say take risk, that takes risk, man. It don't take money to make money. It takes guts and courage and follow through. And that's what we do this show for, young millennials, young hustlers.
Young hustlers. There's a difference.
Brandon, appreciate you calling in, bro. Let me know if I can do anything to help you in the future, all right? I'm following you on Twitter now.
I will follow you as well.
All right, man. Hey, I got a quick story if you got time.
Oh, go ahead, man.
All right, so check this out. You remember that tweet about it kind of goes along with what you were just talking about moving and stuff. You know that tweet about, get a meeting for whatever it takes, right?
Get a what?
Get away? You wanted to be on the show.
That's some Arkansas talk.
No, you had the meeting. You posted a tweet, get me a meeting for whatever it takes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so check this out, man.
Come on.
I beat the phone all day long. My fingers were bleeding. I was rubbing the glass off my phone, and I just could not get the meeting done, right? So actually, through this whole process, I wound up connecting with another young hustler by the name of Rory McMillan out of Vancouver, Canada, and we got the meeting, got it scheduled, and we're pumped about that. Anyways, I've been focusing, I got to get out of Arkansas. I got to get where the money is. I got to get to the opportunity. And through this process, I actually got offered a job up in Canada.
Dude, that is
to go
awesome.
Work with Rory, to go make some bank. My passport is on the way. I'm taking risks. We're moving to Canada.
Love it.
We're going to do it.
Dude,
10X.
so here's a guy. Hey, Brandon, that's a great story, bro.
Love
So
that
I'm going to
story.
expound on that for you, okay? As a storyteller.
What's that mean? What's that even mean? Expound. What's that mean?
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. Now, see, Brandon saw that post I did about, hey, man, I want to take my show on to whatever it takes to the networks. We were taking it anyway. Anybody that can get my show on a network, just get me a meeting. You don't need to get the show done. Just get me a meeting. I am going to fly you to Miami for dinner. Wasn't that the offer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does he do? The guy doesn't know anything about the space, doesn't know any names. He gets on the phone, his fingers are bleeding, and what happens? Magic.
He gets a job.
He meets somebody that knows somebody that respects him because, one, he's acting like he's great. He's taking some risk. Number 3, he's looking for the right vehicle. And number 4, he's getting around the right people. Folks, my name's Grant Cardone. This is my main man.
At Jarrod Glandt. Follow me. Yo.
And I appreciate all of you on Twitter that are following me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, youtube.com/Grant Cardone.
Share it with your peeps, man.
Let your friends know, dude, this YouTube channel's money, baby. It's money. We're sharing information with you that could make Jericho a star, sell some 42 Julio.
Help Brandon get a job in Canada.
So, hey, just help me comment on the show, subscribe to the show, make sure you get it. Also, this CardoneSuccess.com, many of you have asked, what is that?
Solid gold is what that is.
Once a week, I'm going to send you a strategy that's not covered in the show, but that's covered here about what you need to do in your business, whether you're male, female, kid, or you're
employee, business owner, entrepreneur.
Dude, what do you want to do to blow up? Okay, look, you need to surround yourself with great information, great people, great ideas. Thanks a lot for being here today. Be great. Have a great week. You can always call us every Thursday. We'll be doing this show at 1 o'clock on 1 o'clock Thursdays.
1 p.m. Thursday.
On Tuesdays, you can see me, Grant Cardone, on the Cardone Zone talking about economy, finances, politics. Did I ever finish my story about the acquisition thing?
No, man. I think you should finish it.
What was it? What was the story?
Well, you were talking about how your family
everybody told me
it was a
not
bad
to.
idea,
We're trying to hire people right now. I'm trying to hire people, man. I'm trying to hire people because I want to blow up.
Come on, man.
I want to blow up, dude. I don't want to sit on 2,000 units. I'm going to go from 2,000 to 4,000. Then I'm going to go from 4,000 to 10,000. And you know what that means? That means I need some great people.
Greatness.
Do you know how to analyze a financial statement, multifamily? I don't care how old you are, male.
You got to
female.
know what a cap rate is. Come on.
If it was that chick except for that chick at CNBC, Lisa, that dough chick, Miss Dough Girl, Pillsbury Dough bitch. Oh, did I say it? God, I went the whole damn show. Hey, we appreciate you guys being here. Be great. Have fun. Look, your life's only that long, baby, okay? It's only that long. Hit it big. Hit it hard. Keep hitting. Hit like the freaking Seattle Seahawks. Hit often. Hit so hard that the other side loses their freaking mind. Let's hear that Jericho music. Or the Hustlers.
If you're not gonna use it, why have it? If you don't wanna know it, don't ask it. If y'all throw eggs, I'll just put them in a basket. I'm about to blow like a gasket. Pardon my tone, I'ma get it on my own. Pardon my tone, I'm headed for the throne. Pardon my tone, I'ma say it how I need to. For the record, you need me, I don't need you. Pardon my tone, I'ma get it on my own. Pardon my tone, I'm headed for the throne. Pardon my tone, I'ma say it how I need to. For the record, you need me, I don't need you. No.
Gen Y, Gen X, Millennials, Generation Me, Generation Internet. You know who you are. You've been crushed, hit hard by this economy.
So if you're dealing with college debt, I mean, maybe you're even trying to move out of your parents' house or start a new business. Look, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to be able to produce and to get people to pay you what you're worth.
I'm fighting for your generation. I'm not counting you out. I believe in you. We're here to give young hustlers the advice and tools they need to succeed in the 21st century. Every Thursday, 1 p.m., Young Hustlers. Be there. Gen Y, Gen X, Millennials.